Iowa state senators return to the state capitol in a week's time. That's a week from today. That's Monday. Now, there are plenty of issues on the docket, but one of the ones at the forefront, property tax relief. Now, I talked to leaders on both sides of the aisle on what that could look like for their proposals.
One thing I think we all need to bear in mind is that property taxes are one piece of a much more complex tax ecosystem. And property taxes themselves are extremely complicated. Our view is that whatever the solution is, it must be transparent, it must be simpler, and it must actually give relief to the people who need it the most.
Well, Iowans are depending on us to do this, right? We hear this across the entire state. I mean, Iowans want to see substantial property tax reform, right? We have a 40-year-old system. We've slapped Band-Aids on it, made subtle changes to it. But at the end of the day, if the system isn't working, we need to have the will to tear it down and build it back again.
Now, Republican Majority Leader Mike Clemish, who you just heard from, he says there's probably going to be 3 different versions of the bill, one from each chamber plus the governor, and it's really going to take a lot of behind-the-scenes conversation to come up with the final solution.
It's about the conversation, I think. I think for one camp to stake a flag out right now and say this is the only solution, kind of sells the process short.